Hello YouTube friends! Alright, so today I did this very natural, everyday kind of look. I mean, obviously you don't have to wear this every day. I certainly don't, but if I don't feel like doing a full face of makeup, this is generally my go-to. But I did create this look for you guys. Very natural, very easy to do. You do not have to use the palette I use in this makeup tutorial. It's a Viseart or Viseart palette and it's 80 bucks, and you could easily replicate this with other brown shadows. Like, this is absurd. The only reason I bought it is because I had a hefty gift card to Sephora. But I mean, these are high quality shadows, but at the same time, you can easily do this look with other cheaper eyeshadows. I would probably invest in Makeup Geek eyeshadows. They are $6 a piece, so but like are high quality. So you get a drugstore price for a high quality product and they're amazing. So I would invest in those instead. This is just a nice, easy look that you can go out in public. You can feel really pretty, but it's super simple, so it's not like you're taking hours to do your makeup, and it's very natural looking. Clearly not like my blue lipstick tutorial, because that, not a lot of people are going to be wearing that out in public. So if you guys would like to see how I got this look, please keep on watching. Please leave comments, anything you'd like to see, things like that. I do list all products in the bottom bar, so be sure to check that out, and make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks, bye!
Alright guys, so first we're going to prime our eyes. We're going to be using the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Eden, and this is basically going to conceal any redness or hyperpigmentation or any veins that might come through our eyeshadow. And also this is a long wear primer, so it'll last all day. Next we're taking the Mercier setting powder, and we're just going to wipe this all over our eyes so that it makes it easier to blend out any eyeshadows that we put on our eyes. Next we're taking the Viseart 1 Neutral Matte Palette, and we're just going to be taking this orange shade and putting it all over our eyelid. Next we will be mixing these two light brown shades on a stiffer brush, and we will be mixing it into the crease of our eye. Also make sure that while you're doing this you're using windshield wiper motions, and try to keep a rounder shape to your eye because we're going for a more blown out smoky look than a more cat eye effect. Next we're going back into the palette and using this dark chocolate shade. We're going to be using it on a brush that kind of has a point to it, and we are just going to be blending it into the lower part of our crease and also on the outside corner. Next, just taking a big fluffy brush, we're just going to blend out any harsh lines that we might have, and also this is going to help blend the colors together to help make with a more blown out effect. Next we're just retouching the dark brown shade because sometimes when you are blending some colors can be lost, so that's all we're doing here. Once again, just blending out any harsh lines. Now we're taking the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer in the smoothing formula, and we're just going to put this all over our T-zone. This helps blurs out any pores. Then we're taking the Hourglass Veil Primer, and this I like to use all over my face because it kind of gives a glow to the skin. Next we're mixing the Too Faced Born This Way foundation with the Nars All Day Luminous Weightless foundation. And to be honest, I'm only using these because I have them. I honestly hate both of them. They both like to attach themselves to dry patches on my face, and it is not cute, let me tell you. But it's one of those things where I spent money on them and I have them and I never return them, so I feel like I have to use them, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, don't purchase them. They're bad. But we're just taking these on a Morphe M439 foundation brush. And then we're going to blend out with a beauty blender to give the flawless finish. Next we're using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and this is by far my favorite concealer that I've ever tried. It is full coverage but so hydrating, and it's not drying. Some concealers I've used that I like that were full coverage, because of the full coverage factor, it's like the second you lay it down you have to blend it immediately or else it's going to stay in that spot. But this one does not do that, and I highly recommend if you're looking for a concealer that you invest in this one. Once again, just blending this out with a damp beauty blender. And I also included this step in my contouring, highlighting, concealing, and baking tutorial that I did. So if you're interested in why I'm putting things the way I am and all that and how I contour and highlight and bake, I will link the video down in the bottom bar so that you guys can go check it out. Next, just taking some Laura Mercier setting powder on a damp beauty blender and baking under the eyes. Next, we're going to contour our face using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit in Fair, and this is the shade Fawn. Next we're just baking, and the areas I baked in were under my cheek contour, and then on the sides of my nose, and then on the bridge of my nose. I also baked on my chin and my forehead since I put concealer in those places. I did my brows off camera using an Anastasia Beverly Hills browwiz, but if you guys want to see an in-depth how I do my brows tutorial, then feel free to leave a comment down below and I will get to it. Next, I'm just setting my brows with Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel, which is basically like hairspray for your brows. They're not going to be going anywhere. Now we're just removing all the excess powder that we had on our face from baking. Next, we're taking the powder contour kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and we're just going to lightly brush over the areas that we contoured earlier. Sorry my lips are moving so much. I was kind of singing a lot when I was doing my makeup. Next, we're taking the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette. This is fairly new, and we're going to be taking the shade OC. You can see that I switched my mind halfway through my decision, but eventually we ended up using OC, which is a light peachy shade. Next, taking the Becca Cosmetics highlighter in Moonstone. We're going to use this on the typical areas we highlight our face. Next, we're taking the Nars eye pencil in the shade Bonaparte, and this is basically just going to help us create a doe eye effect and almost the appearance that your eyes are larger than they are. And we're going to be recreating a lower lash line to kind of help with the appearance. Next, we're going back into the Viseart palette. We're taking that light orange shade and once again just brushing it back and forth on the lower lash line. Going in with the dark brown shade, we are going to create the new lower lash line, and we're just going to use a flat definer brush to go right below where we put the cream liner, and then we're just going to blend that out. Next, we're going into the white shade in the palette, and we're just going to be highlighting our brow bone. Going back in with that Becca Moonstone highlight, we're just going to highlight our inner corners. We're going to be taking a Stila liquid lipstick in the shade Caramello and apply that all over the lips. Side note, this came in a pack of 6 for like a holiday collection. That is why it is so small. But these are really high quality liquid lipsticks. Next, we're just curling our lashes and taking the Benefit Roller Lash and applying some mascara. And then we're going to finish off this look with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water as our setting spray. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Please feel free to comment down below, give this video a thumbs up and like it, and also please subscribe.